Hello and welcome to another edition of Bombchu News. My name is Chris, I'm joined by Andron, and today we'll be covering the news that we found interesting.
Steam has finally received a port of the timeless RPG Chrono Trigger, but it's not as magical as you may expect. Currently sitting at 214 reviews at the time of this writing, the Steam port has earned a mostly negative rating after just a day, which for a game of that caliber is quite shocking. The issue is, similar to the release of Final Fantasy VI a few years back, the game is a perfect port of the mobile phone version, which isn't a good thing. According to one Steam reviewer named SonicDG, the port still has some of the mobile touch prompts left over, as well as bugs not found in the original SNES version or the PS1 port. That to me spells trouble when new bugs have been introduced into a 2-decade-old game.
Nintendo briefly allowed users to leave reviews on Switch games before getting rid of that feature pretty quickly. Before it was removed, users could leave reviews for different Switch games on Nintendo's website. Users were also able to label themselves as a Nintendo fan, core gamer, casual player, or parent, as well as tagging their reviews with things like kid appropriate, which could make for a pretty good review system, as long as they have the right moderation. However, the feature was removed almost as quickly as it was added, with a note under the customer review status section reading, quote, "Customer reviews have been taken offline as we evaluate this feature and its functionality. We currently have no estimated date on when an update will be provided. We appreciate the positive response, and thank the viewers who provided such thoughtful commentary on the games." End quote. While it's unclear if this means the reviews will be coming back or not, I would like to see them make a return in some way. User reviews aren't always the most reliable, but with enough people leaving comments, it can be a good general consensus for whether or not you should think about buying a game, or at least look up more info about it. Hopefully Nintendo can clear up whatever issue they were having, and bring back the user reviews.
The ESRB has finally taken some steps towards addressing the current state of loot boxes in games by creating a new in-game purchases label. The ESRB had fallen silent after many open letters being addressed to them regarding loot boxes. However, their silence was broken yesterday as they took to Twitter to announce their new stance. To quote their post, the ESRB will begin labeling physical games as well as games within digital marketplaces with the in-game purchases label. This label will be joined by the launch of a new website to educate parents on exactly what to expect when their child buys a new game with this label. They aren't targeting games that are just loot box focused, however, as any game that includes season passes, subscriptions, premium upgrades, or more traditional DLC would be branded as well. They did mention this is their first step on the road to actually tackling the rampant loot box issue, but I would count this as a quarter measure at best. Games focused on loot boxes are now lumped into the same category as titles like Borderlands 2, who offer loot boxes and customization as part of their game and not a way to empty our wallets. Hopefully the ESRB pushes a bit harder on this initiative so we can notice an actual impact.
Overwatch has unveiled a new hero joining the game's roster. The hero is called Brigitte and is the daughter of Torbjorn. She was first seen in the Reinhardt animated short and was also featured in one of the Overwatch comics. Jeff Kaplan describes her as a sort of support and tank hybrid, using a deployable barrier shield and a passive healing aura to keep her allies safe, as well as a rocket flail for damage and an ultimate ability that gives her team a big armor boost and lets her run around much faster for a short time. They also released a short origin video for the character, showing off her background and how she learned to fight so she could help Reinhardt out in battle. I love the design of this character, and she sounds like an interesting mix of Torbjorn, Reinhardt, and Lucio. Brigitte is currently available on the public test realm on PC. Well, that's all the news that we found interesting today. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.